So I just wanted to do a quick video about this Princess phone here. It is a Western Electric 702B from September 1964. And I don't have the light operational, but other than that, it is working fairly well for the most part. Although I have noticed send and receive is a little bit tinning, but that's probably because of all the adapters being used with this phone. It has this nice, super long green cord right here, and it has a 4-prong plug. So what I have is I have it connected to a 4-prong to modular adapter, which is this thing right here, and that comes into this pulse to tone converter, and that in turn goes into one of these ATAs here, and that essentially functions as my PSTN service here. And so I have two ATAs. I have an Ethernet switch underneath, and I guess that's it. Although with all the cables here, it would seem like I have a lot more set up. But anyways, that's this setup here. So this does use a pulse to tone converter to dial out, because the PSTN ATA does not support pulse dialing. This is another rotary phone, but the ATA that is connected to natively supports pulse to tone service. And so I will need an adapter for that. And of course, this phone here is touch tone. So I'll just demonstrate this quick. I'll dial this phone locally. This phone and this phone are on the same PSTN ATA. I have two separate lines. But what I can do is I can essentially just use its ring down feature and call this phone from this phone without actually making a PSTN call. And so the call will never leave this room, and you'll be able to distinguish this kind of call by its special ring. It's like a non-uniform triple ring, and you'll hear what that sounds like right here. And to do that, you just press pound. So I'll press pound. I think it's actually on its loudest setting right now. Or actually, that is its softest setting. It can go louder. And I'll go ahead and clean that up now. As you can see, it's a Western Electric handset. It says G3, which is a standard G-style handset. The phone itself is a little bit dirty, but I generally don't restore things that are functional beyond how they arrived. So I'm just going to keep it like this. Original number card. So that's that. But I can demonstrate dialing on here. I'll just dial the MCA ANAC, and then you'll hear the pulse to tone converter operate. So it's actually fairly loud since it's an external unit. And I'm getting reorder here. I think I waited too long after dial tone. Okay, now I have dial tone. I don't think I actually had dial tone before. I never hung up. And as you've probably noticed, this phone, although it feels kind of heavy when you lift it up, it doesn't actually, and my call did not complete for some reason. Well, I'll figure it out. But when you're dialing, especially if you tend to dial heavy sometimes as I do. You can see that the phone will just rotate towards you like that. The later 702Bs had some counterweights in them to prevent this kind of rotation and motion when you were actually dialing, because that does tend to get kind of annoying. But this one is not. But if you dial lightly, like, well, it moved even a little bit then. But if you do, okay, maybe not with the 0, but like, yeah, so it didn't move there. If you're gentle, it won't move, but, okay, and I ended up dialing the operator, actually. The way I have the dial plan set up for this, I have some N11 codes, and I have a 0 map, so actually I didn't realize this. It drops back to dial tone when it hangs up, and so I just dialed 0 there, and it actually went to the campus operator, so... Okay, now I'll actually try dialing again and see if I can get MCI ANAC. And you can hear that it indeed worked this time. So, yeah, and because of the pulse-to-tone converter, I can navigate IVRs with this as long as I don't need star and pound. Of course, I can do that with that too, but it's just internal pulse-to-tone conversion, so you don't hear it. So in that respect, it's kind of nice. If you're dialing fast on here, you don't tend to hear the pulse-to-tone conversions individually, except for the last digit, or if you pause between dialing. So yeah, so I guess I'll just wrap up with demonstrating an actual normal ringback on this phone, and I'll change it to the soft setting on here. You can see that is the volume adjustment, and I'll put on soft. And I'll just call it from this phone here, and then this should ring, and you'll hear what it normally sounds like when it rings. So, and that's again in its softest setting. So. Here it is in its loudest setting. And I'm getting a bunch of static here for some reason. Not sure what happened there. But anyways, that's this 702B Princess phone. I think it was advertised as turquoise, or that's the official name for this, I mean, but it looks green to me mostly. I'm not sure how it looks in this lighting, but it basically looks like a nice light green, maybe moss green or some variant of that. Here's a green Ethernet cable for reference, and those LEDs are also green. But otherwise, this is, it's nice to have this because this is the only phone here with the G-style handset, and so it definitely makes her more comfortable talking than either of these two trimline phones, and that's definitely nice. Anyways, that's it for this video.